Okay. All right. Last class for Lojong. Maybe be able to finish the book. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. You wait. Oh, let me. Okay.
Oh. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So, real quick, do you guys remember why would Lord Atisha recommend us to concentrate on studying and teaching Lojong?
Because nowadays we're all a bunch of dummies, but that teaching will work even on us.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You remember what else? There was 5 something.
You're speaking for yourself, right?
The 5 generations have come, and yeah, like you said, dull-minded and full of negative emotions.
Yay!
Even went to say he would concentrate on teaching the secret teachings, the deep teachings, but it would be like giving poison to crows.
Wow. That's how he started his book.
Yeah. What is the advantage of concentrating on Lojong, and how would you fit this into other teachings since your students or yourselves spiritual career?
I mean, it's how you get to Buddhahood, bodhicitta.
Huh?
I mean, it's how you get to Buddhahood. It's like exactly if you wanted to like up your bodhicitta game, like Lojong and exchanging self and others are like the way to do it.
The supreme method, yes. And how would you use it? Because he keeps saying just concentrate on Lojong. How would you fit that with the other stuff?
That's a good question.
You mean like in your life or just in like your classes?
Yeah, like with your the other topics, because Lojong is one of
like
many, right?
Utpala's book. I read
Right.
this morning. It's a something buster.
Use those to enhance your Lojong practice?
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was thinking something around that, to use your Lojong to enhance those. Yeah. This goes with what Ben was saying, that even Lojong being the supreme method, it will even work for dull-minded students and sharp students alike. So this was very interesting for me. He said that even if you don't practice it perfectly, it could never become poison, which I have some questions with. What does it mean perfectly? Like not doing it perfectly.
That's all perfectly.
Yeah.
All right. And at the end, who was Lord Atisha's student that was prophesied by Tara and other deities?
Brompton J.
Yay. Why would Lord Atisha grant him Lojong as a secret practice? This the book didn't say, but I just put it there for discussion.
Well, I understand that Lojong used to be secret because it's kind of dangerous, like it's radical. It's an extremely radical practice because you're putting others above yourself, which could be dangerous for people if they have like low self-esteem or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, they might discard it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rob, that it's so beautiful. It's so powerful that if you get it casually, it's easy to think that it's just another teaching to throw on the pile. When it's just this unbelievable blessing to ever be exposed to something of that quality and caliber.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Well said, Ben. Yeah, I thought something similar. And actually, I figured out that after the verse, it answers this question. So the 3 things I was supposed to translate. Okay. Larry, zap.
I think, by the way, I was gonna when Seiji asked his question, I was thinking, Drumton J. First of all, he never became a monk, and he's very, very rare among the high lamas of Tibet that he never became a monk. He was a businessman, and secondly, it's important, I think, to know that he's very famous for serving his teacher. He took care of everything. He was, what do you call that? The gopher, super gopher.
Yeah.
Did everything. He raised the money. He brought the food. He He arranged the places. He built the monasteries. He probably signed the contracts, ran the hotel, other things like that. He was famous for taking care of all the crappy jobs and the difficult jobs. He was famous for just jumping in like a duck in a lotus and enjoying that kind of work. He really enjoyed that kind of work. He made it an enjoyable thing, a pleasure garden. All right.
Cool. Thank you. Okay. Sap.
I'm sorry. So maybe that's why he got this high teaching,
Right.
among all the students.
Well, just before that, he was saying that he saw that as the highest among all the stuff that he learned. So probably
he earned it with the highest karma. That's
right. Oh, cool.
Okay. Sub.
Deep.
Yeah. Hola, was that you? Yay. Mard.
Wait, when you say sub Utpala, you gotta wag your head. Sub. Hey,
Grab to the naked, powerful thing prematurely.
Yeah,
Wait.
exactly.
Utpala,
Yes, sir.
wag your head correctly. Okay, here.
Oh my gosh.
I should for sale. That's a fundraiser.
It's not a fundraiser. This is the one that Maitri likes to chew the head on.
Oh my gosh. Bobblehead. It kind of sounds like it. Sub.
They come. Beckham. Yeah.
Beckham.
Beckham. Okay.
He says blah blah.
Hubris, right?
Yeah.
Like to do it with
Yeah. It means. Yeah, I
arrogance?
think it is Beckham. Unjustified belief in your own abilities. So, and then you want temper.
Yeah.
And I think the word that Geshe used was crap.
Yeah.
Crap, blah blah.
Crap. Okay.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. Excuse me. Don't tell Veronica I'm using these words. Okay. I'll get
Okay.
Okay, here's our translation. Densei Domki. At that time, Domta just said to Lord Atisha, you have granted many empowerments and rights of permission. Shenla, the single words was precious. Jena, Mena, and so forth too. Students, perfect. I barely hear Grandpa say that.
That was Nick.
Oh yeah, Nick. I think when Nick doesn't get any sleep for 3 or 4 days moving, his translations are really good. Chanchug is thinking Kadampa Diko Ashigwa Nawa Jitala. Why to me said, have you granted? Kadampa Diko. I want you to correct what the only modifies.
I have.
No, it comes after what it modifies.
I see. Oh yeah, Dikowabashi. Isn't he saying just me?
Yeah, not only advices. Why was I?
Why only to me? Yeah.
Why am I the only one you taught this to?
Yeah.
Teaching Tantra to everybody else, and then you singled me out and just you're teaching me this. Shubhana, Jitalaks, high honorific, you know. Why doth it be? Okay. And it was.
They got the first two, Seiji. Why?
Oh, yes.
That's a perfect translation of the second part. Yeah, I have never found another who is a vessel for teaching like you. Yeah, very beautiful. Nice translation. You're a good team. Kepa dupa takoki. By the way, you're the only person that Maitri runs to the screen, Nick, and says, "Ne."
He really misses Amelie, but
Yeah.
he's getting to that age where I'm not going to let him see her anymore without asking my permission.
Yeah, he did ask to borrow the Tesla, Nick.
I know. I get it.
Okay. All right. Kebadu, put takoke, duja maruma nam. But then there were many unsuitable students. Good. Duja maruma, yeah. Marumba is a little bit harsher. It means
Yeah, I deplorable.
yeah, good. Deplorable is good.
I was thinking about writing that, and I was like, oh, that's kind of sounds a little rough.
Translation.
Deplorable.
Yeah, it's an English expression for
Really bad.
Maga. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
deplorable. Going to Shapato chest subject. They are deplorable. Why? Yeah, good. Or so difficult. Good. Yeah, good. Got it. Nice. Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you, Nick.
no problem. It really was the rush. I was like moving, and I was like, oh yeah, Seiji's thing.
You guys want to see a saint?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Besides Seiji.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
That's the guy right at this moment.
Oh,
that was me this morning.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what good children do. All right.
That's right.
All right. Let's get to work, you guys. No more relaxing. Where'd this go? Here we go. Wait, no, that's another book. Here we go. Yep. Okay. Keep on. Yeah. Oops. Come on. Come on. Okay, good. Oh man. We're just going here. Oh no, sorry. Do it one more time. Here, right? That's it.
Yeah, and we did the first three, so he jumped out.
Okay. Okay, Seiji, you want to help someone else read?
Yeah.
And you got,
I think
you got the cursor.
I think he's translating.
You got the cursor.
Who else? Hasso?
He's asleep.
Hola, hola.
Oh, okay. Okay, Kat Hassel, you're reading. Seiji's checking. Be tough on him.
Okay. Hi, Seiji.
Pretty tough start.
No resentments. Sorry. Okay. Chokmen kunki kelwa tang sampe dampa di drawa drawa then na drop penche war euro she tan kop
No prenasal on the second column.
no prenasal. Okay. Ta kop ki dulcha dulwei chu su ngangwa yinla.
Good, nice, very good. Choke men means whether they are choke or whether they are men. What's that mean?
Supreme or
Yeah, whether they are,
inferior?
whether they are super students or stupid students. This samba means in order to fit their kelwa.
Their good fortune or their
Yeah,
special karma.
yeah, their own karma. In order to fit their own karma. Dampa means personal.
Supreme or yeah. Personal advice.
This kind, dindawatena, it will pen chewa to them.
help them, benefit them very much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Therefore, this particular lojong was designed for Takoku Dojo.
All kinds of students.
Students from barbarian lands.
Students from the sticks in colloquial English. Sticks means countryside, like a little bit dull farmer boys.
Okay.
Takoku Dojo. And it was granted to those students out in the unsophisticated villages, okay, as a dulwechu.
So way to dharma to tame.
Yeah, as a dharma to tame them. Yeah. Okay, cool. It was granted to them. All right, Seiji, who's working on this one?
Let's see. Aisha? Is that Aisha? Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, not me.
Whoa.
I can read Sanskrit now, but not Tibetan yet. Sorry.
That's getting pretty good, by the way.
Anatole can do it.
Okay.
Yay. Hey, Anatole, how much are you getting paid to read Tibetan for her?
Oh.
Drome?
Drone show.
Purple haze. I think Aisha has to turn off her microphone.
I think we got it now.
Okay.
Drone chucky gao po gao gao po.
Yeah, I'm gonna bump somebody's head. It's a vowel with an S on it.
Gao po kyang jo boi
Woi,
boi
woi.
boi jo boi ga ga sin
Shin.
ga chin
Shin.
Shen.
ga chin du jang chu ki sem ki dam pa di dakla tuk dam ki til du che ching.
Nice.
Hey.
By the way, sometimes Drum Tun J is called Drum Chiki Gyalpo.
King of.
The king of the Drum, the king of the Dharma. Okay. I think Drum must be a place name. Oftentimes when a good teacher is from a certain state, they'll say Arizona Tun, Drum Tun, the teacher from Drum. Okay. Drum Che Gigyapo Kyang, he also, following the Ka of Jowo, command of Lord Atisha, he took this Chanchum Sem Ki Damba.
Advice on developing bodhicitta.
Advice on developing bodhicitta, and he made them his Tuk Dam Ki Til.
Sense of his practice.
Art practice.
He made it his heart practice. Yeah, he focused on it his whole life. Okay. I think it was him who, I believe it was him who, I'm not sure. He offered, I'm not sure.
A lamp every night to his teacher.
Yeah, he offered a lamp. He offered a small butter lamp, or not a big butter lamp to Atisha, and then he did it the rest of his life every night.
It was Drumton J. I remember that.
Yeah, and I tried to do it. I kept it up for a couple months, and I got lazy, but it's a beautiful practice for your teacher. Okay, who's reading, Seiji?
Let's see. Joy Chen.
Yay, Joy Chen.
Hi. I read or I checked. Sorry.
Read.
Okay, you got that.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Come on.
Yeah, Rapki,
Say
Tungo,
Tuo.
Se,
Seki.
oh, Reiki,
Se.
Se,
Yeah.
Seki, Tuo,
Yay.
Namki, Cho,
Ki.
Namgi, Cho, Cha,
Se.
Soze,
Se.
Nice, nice.
Hey no, Tanki, Lopma,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tangi, Lopma, Rangwa Lei, Gewa Lei,
Good.
Gewa La,
La.
not sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, good so far. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she sen
Then.
Tenjing Bei Wa Tang.
Yay. Yay, joy. All right. Tuo means prince or main spiritual son. Same means spiritual son, like Gelsen. So, and it's almost always one, but he had three. So Seki Tuo Nam, he had three spiritual sons, very, very close personal disciples. And if you consider them his main disciples, and then you count all the other ones he had, who were ne for the Dharma.
Worthy vessels.
Worthy vessels for the Dharma. How many students did he have? This Gelwa means goes beyond all Changing.
Countless.
Yeah, it cannot be counted. The number of students Dromchenje had, starting with his most famous three spiritual sons. Okay. Gyat shared Tenching, they taught this teaching extensively, his students. And Belwa all over Tibet.
They spread it.
All over Tibet. Okay. Who's reading, Seiji? Pick on those new guys. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Marina?
Ooh. He keeps trying to get out of it.
Okay.
She said she had a bad day. At the
All right,
office.
Alice. Good.
You got a cursor. Help with the cursor. Yay, Alice.
Hi. I'm not sure I can read it because I'm. Maybe I should guess.
Yeah, it's good.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
A lot of us, more of us do that than you think. DJ Good.
So Wa
Ka.
Kwa Kwa
Ka.
Ta. Okay. Ta.
Dum.
Dan Sung
Ku.
Ku.
Ku. Okay.
Che.
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 Che. La. Sung Pa.
Sumla. So.
Ku.
Okay.
Sope.
Good.
Kadam.
Kandam Ki.
Nice.
Si Dan
Sempa.
Sempa.
Sempa. Chenpo. Rin Dong.
Dum.
Great.
Nice job.
Yay!
Very
Thank
good.
you.
You got a big applause in Sedona. Day Jason. Then after that happened, his main students were the Kadam Kuchesum. Nick studied these guys.
Yeah.
Spiritual brothers, twin, but they're called the three twins of the Kadampa. And this was the beginning of the Kadampa era in Tibet with these guys. And it was a very, very fun time, like the hippies' time in America, 1968. A time of huge creativity, huge new interest in Dharma, and there were no big monasteries. People had their little Dharma centers, and things were wild and fun. Okay. In fact, Tim and me are gonna learn to play a song about it. Kuche Sum. And I'm gonna ask Seiji and Nick to give us a report on those Kuche, the three brothers.
Okay.
Okay. Next class. Okay. Etc. They were the Semba Chembos of the Kadam. What's that mean, you guys?
They were the great beings, the warriors of the Kadampas. The Mahasattvas?
Oh. We're doing on YouTube, I think.
I know it's YouTube, but I got 30 seconds.
Okay.
Long ago, we each
never mind. I want to learn it with you, Tim. It's a jazz song. Okay. Kadam ki Semba Chembonam, these great Mahasattvas of the Kadampa tradition started. Okay. And I'd like Nick and Seiji to work on just a short footnote biography of these three guys.
Sure.
I don't want just names and dates. I think it's sweet to give a little feeling of what kind of person they're.
You know, we can pull them from the stuff we've already done, gang. I haven't had all them. Yeah.
Okay, Seiji, who's up?
Let's see. Oh, Cameron.
Uh-oh.
All right. Du chi jam gun.
Say that chi again or before I hit you on the head.
Chi. I got the do, but not the chi. Jam gun ju. Ki gyal po song kappa. Yab. Say? Say so. Dor. Na ka dam sar. Ning ki. Che, Chin Du.
Yeah. Chin Du.
Ma Sal. Du Don. Na.
Ne.
Dar. Ne. Da. Da.
Yeah.
Or
Tar. Yeah.
it was the one after. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the dang S. Yeah, Yun. Ring. Du. Bell. Bar.
War.
Che.
Say.
Zepa Yinno.
Zepa.
Zepa Yinno.
Tu chi. Later on. Jamgun, the protector Manjushri, the king of the Dharma, Cheki Gyalpo, Tsongkhapa, along with his own two spiritual sons. Okay, they focused on this practice. Seldudun means they plucked it out of all the practices and said, "This is what I want to practice." So it means to pluck something out of a bunch of other. Seldudun, they plucked it out of all a pile of other practices, like trying to find clean pants in the pile of laundry. And these were the great beings, Gechen. What's Kadampa Sarpa and Kadampa Nimbo?
I guess that's the old Kadampas and the new Kadampas.
Yeah, and the old Kadampas are are right at the turn of the millennium. They're right at 1000 AD, okay? Right there. I think Atisha was born in 986 or something like that. And then passed in 1060, something like that. So Kadampa, those are the Kadampa Nimbos. Who's the Kadampa Sarvas? Who's the new?
Gelux.
That's Tsongkhapa and his students, okay? That second movement. These great beings, many of them, self-determined, they took this lojong and what do you call it? I extracted it out of all the billions of teachings and said, this is what I want to focus on. So the teaching Tar and Gay,
that expanded and flourished.
Ring to Bell, yeah, for many years, up to now in Sedona, other places in the world. Okay, next part of the colophon. Don't forget, we're in the colophon. In the Tibetan book, you write the introduction at the end, and you put it at the end. So this is kind of everything you would expect in an introduction. Who wrote it? Why did they write it? What were they thinking about? What kind of problems did they have? Who paid for the dang thing? Right, Rosa? Okay. Seiji read, okay?
Okay. Le pen?
Yep.
Lopen King Galwa Kyang Galwa Yapse Niki Zeto.
Zeto, yeah, good. Let's read the commentary.
Okay.
Please go slow.
Okay. Shepani Katan Wutu Petu Kurwa Namki Juktu Kur Che Lopen Ki Chanke Soltar.
Stop there. This Ka 10 means Kangir and Tengir.
Oh.
Okay, the original sutras and tantras and the classical commentaries from India on them, including one great commentary from China of 2,000 pages. Then Purdu Gyurwa. These were Gyurwa into Purke.
Translated into Tibetan.
Okay. At the end of those books, at the end of all the books in the Kangir and Tengir, there's a list of the Gyur Jepur, the Gyurur.
Translators.
The translators. And you will see Lotsawas and you will see Panditas.
Oh, this answers my question from yesterday.
Exactly. Great students have a slight, what do you call it?
Sense.
What's going on in the next few days. Really, seriously. So anyway, who's the Lotsawas?
The translators who are Tibetans.
Yeah, the Tibetan master translator was, I think it's some kind of corrupted Sanskrit. And then Pandita,
The translators who are
Indian sages. Sen Gupa. Usually we Gupa their sens at the end of the book.
We set their names down at the end.
So means Luxo, means there is a custom or a tradition of listing the translators so we can be grateful at the end of the book, okay? But Kamdir.
In this context.
And by the way, this is a famous pronunciation exception. Kamdir. It sounds like an M. Kamdir. This Lotsawa, the Tibetan translator, and the Sanskrit translator, Shenlamatapar, they didn't have to find anybody else. They had
Lord Atisha
and Dromtenje.
Dromtenje.
They self-translated the book. Well, they didn't write it, did they? But
it was already done.
Yeah, it was translated by the first two great people to bring it to Tibet. Okay, Gyalpo Yabse, the father and his son, spiritual father and spiritual son. These two, Zeto, Rang name means they did it themselves. They translated it themselves. Okay, brought it to Tibet and they translated it. And they say Atisha was complaining that the Tibetan wasn't that good. Struggled to translate it. He was old when he got to Tibet. And then he learned Tibetan and he struggled and he translated this. Okay. But he got a lot of help from John Tunji, I think. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're getting close, Seiji. Please. You can pick somebody if you want.
Let's see. Oh, Rob?
Yeah. Am I correcting or reading?
Guess.
You can read.
Datar Lojong Tsuncha Korlo Shelung Di Nigong Du Shupa Tar Nardu Lama Jampa Rinpoche Selwa Neda
Tanda.
What's the what? I don't know what that Latai. What is that?
Tatepar. Okay.
Epar Dushintu Nyak Charwa
Chawa. Yak Chawa.
Tabyor Gyor Dukpe Da Re Ko
Wu
Kowu Namsu Ki Tsuldu Gyepar Shupa Yin Pe Yinpe Ditsunte.
Nice. Okay. So there it is. It's the Lojong Sunja Korlo Seiji.
The Lojong of the Crown of Knives.
Good, Crown of Knives. Yeah, here it is. The training in bodhicitta called the Crown of Knives. Shelung, this teaching, Shepa, and this lung, he must have given a lung on it.
Mm.
He recited the root text as a blessing to his listeners. Dini, we should do it. I have the lung. Dini, Kong du Shubatar, as I mentioned in the beginning of this book, okay, Nadu, in the previous generation, previous times, this was taught. The explanation was given and the oral transmission was given by Jampa Rinpoche, my Lama, Jampa Rinpoche. Who's speaking?
Teaching Emperor.
Yeah, teaching Emperor. The lecturer who taught this teaching is now coming back to us for the first time. And he says, look, as I mentioned at the beginning of this teaching, I was granted it by my own Lama, who is named Jampa, Precious Jampa. And here's his full name, Jampa Mun Lama of Kirtan. Okay. And so when they Tate Partu, but from the time that he was passing it on up to the present day, the lineage has gotten very nyakcha. Nyakcha means slim. What do you call that? What do you call that? Tenuous is perfect. The word tenuous is perfect. Tenuous. Tenuous means stretched out, thin, and maybe ready to break. Okay. And that's exactly what the Tibetan means here. In big danger. It was ready to break. The lineage was ready to break. Dukpe, because it was so tenuous, I have been working tare nowadays in my life to nyamso.
Fix the problems, to correct it.
To bring it back to life, to resuscitate it. Nyamso means resuscitated. And it has the same implication. It was almost dead. And I've dedicated some years of my life to try to resuscitate it, okay? Suldu means it's almost like I'm trying to do artificial respiration or something, okay? Suldu means, it's kind of like I've been trying to bring this body back to life. And I've been teaching it a lot, Gepo Shu, okay? For example, Deedson, teaching I'm giving right now. is just this I'm giving right now is just the latest example of my attempts to resuscitate this corpse of this living lineage, okay, which was getting very thin. Okay. How are we doing? We got time.
15 minutes, yeah.
Maybe we could get to the end. I don't know. My
Cool.
policy is not to rush it. Even if we get to the last sentence, I don't care. Let's do a good job. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
You want to read, Seiji? Kowu.
Kowu jitar shupa tamche la.
Excuse me.
Shupa.
Nice. Your head is closer. Shupa.
Shupa tamche la chokmang kung ki ngarpang kyang sen kong nyam she pulchin tu chungwe kanjin che
Let's
shing.
stop there. Okay. Ko jitar shupa tamje. He says a very beautiful thing here. He says, I've been working for days on this teaching, giving this teaching, and everything I've been teaching. And he uses the honorific that Dharmakirti was using to Ishvarasena. I humbly offered this teaching to you guys, okay? And everything I said, I don't care if you're one of my brilliant students or you're one of my, not so brilliant students. Okay. This Ngar Pen doesn't mean helpful. It means from the early points in this series of lectures. So Ngar Pen here means, and you got to remind me later, it means from the first few days of this teaching, people have been listening, and he uses the high honorific to his audience. Okay, you high ones have been listening. You high ones have been gombaing about it.
Probably thinking about it.
Yeah, trying to interpret it, right? And you have Nyamland.
Practiced.
Yeah, and even Nyamland, he turns into high honorific. Nyamshe. You doth have agreed to practice thinking. She. And that practice and thinking and listening you've been doing is Pudachung.
Great. Excellent.
Good job. Amazing. Pudachung. And that's kind of cool because it's very close to the name of Atisha, which means Pudachung. Perfect. Great job. Pudachung. And then the Lama says to the audience, Kajinche.
Thank you very much.
It's completely ass backwards. Okay, Lama never says Kachinche to the student. It means you saved my life. I thank you from my heart. He like that. It's Kachinche. Thank you for being such a good audience. It's so amazing to hear a Lama talk like that from my heart. Dadan so dan such a musugi chenin de lamki sun koka shukumat sunny sensing army koka di pushida. Dadan so dan such a musum. And during this event, this teaching, mainly we conducted this teaching in the tradition of the Densatsu. Den means asana in the old meaning, which means a seat that is practiced on. Okay, so Densa, the three great seats of learning in Tibet are Sera, Ganden, and Devu, in order of quality. Okay, just kidding. Not. Densa. So, ki Chenyan Diglam. Okay, Chenyan Diglam means the customary required etiquette for teaching and listening. We've been trying to keep that standard during this teaching. We've been trying to keep this teaching to the standard of the three great monks, where the whole teaching and learning system is quite strict among all the monasteries in the world. I would say it is extremely difficult and strict. Okay, Diglam Ki Tsun. So that's just kind of represents what I'd like to see with you people, and I thank you for keeping that kind of spirit here in this teaching. Kashu kunla sangme senshe narmu kontapel to yupashik. Everything I've offered to you, kunla sangme senshe, I ask you to not just listen but put it into practice. Narmu kompel, whatever hopes you've had so far, I ask you to expand them in the future. Okay, yupashik dang. It's getting mushy. I've started to cry. Okay, it's a beautiful way to end the teaching. I've never heard a record like this. Okay, it's very beautiful. Okay, Seiji, who's gonna read?
Dinara.
And it's true of this audience. Yay.
Can you read, Dinara?
Dinara.
I can guess. Hi.
That doesn't hurt. Just guess. And if he tries to correct, tell him I'm correct.
Okay. The tar bu
Chung se
se da kyang yin
yun
ring pe war po pe
poi
poi war do so war do so shin.
Good.
Lo shin do cho
che
ki rim pa chi ne so
Bulwar.
Can you help me with bulwar? Yeah, bulwar gi wa de tar this one I'm not sure. Took you do shang pa dang.
Okay. There's a duck anymore. Pardon. They thought Tuesday. Everything having happened as I just described it, I would like to make a prayer. Okay. I would personally would like to tso for a yun ring. This is like Lokson.
Oh, I would like to work at this for a long time.
But here it means I would like to stay alive.
Oh.
It's very unusual.
Livelihood, yeah.
No, he's saying something very unusual, given what's happened here with this beautiful teaching, it's my hope that by this karma, I can live a very long life. Okay. So is that part? So, and lo shin means every year. Why don't we get together? And Chikirim, why don't I bulwa? Why don't I offer you a for as long as I'm able? Let's go higher step by step. You pay. Say Tukjakshu. It's a very common high idiom in Tibetan, and it means please keep it in your heart. Please keep these plans in your heart. It's a very beautiful expression because it says holy heart. They use the Buddha talk, the Buddha word, tuk, kusum tuk, right? He said, please keep it in your holy heart. It means let's make these plans together. I'll hang around as long as I can. And let's get together again and again and do this kind of teaching. He's talking to his audience. Okay, very beautiful. Okay, Seiji, if you read with alacrity, we could finish the book. We got just these two pieces right here. I think, that's the finish of the book. Let's
4 minutes, you can do it.
We're gonna stay overtime if we have to. I don't care. Okay, here we go.
기팔투양 창은 트 기갈포 송카파 쳔포이 담판디 양투 탈미냠신 윤링툼펠 웨 답술라 페파 페파파
M finished on a labial.
술람베파 식촉 맹담 척맨kunki 치gang 네 간준 경war슈.
Khepa Young, most especially, may we take the teachings of that Jamgun, the Lord Manjushri, Chiki Gyalpo, King of the Dharma, Jetsun Kappa, the great Jetsun Kappa. May it never decline. Minyam. Due tar till the end of time. Okay. And may it continue to pelwa in the world through online Zoom calls. And may we all make our best efforts to make it happen. And I'm asking everybody in this audience, I don't care if you're an advanced Tibetologist like some bankers I know, or you just started on your first classes this time. I don't care, he says. Chogmin, I don't care who you are. Please make it happen. And if you do, Gadenche.
Thank you very much.
You have done me a great kindness. Okay. You pass this on. You have done me and you never use Katen to a student. It's always to the teacher, but he's using it to a student. I would be very cutting if you guys would, it'd be so kind if you guys would carry on this tradition, okay? Yay, let's do the last sentence and give a big applause to Seiji.
셰 투체 속남 대외 세외 미 유페 가 롭캬 체참 레수 찰왈 세도.
And thus it was that out of his great love, our teacher came to this audience of students, and with his never-ending kalop advices for us, in fact, billions of teachings, he grant to us. Yay! We got 1 minute left. Let's start the next book. Just kidding.
Now the work begins on the book, Seiji.
Okay, Uncle Nick, you got any last words for tonight? Or?
Just thank you so much, Geshe Michael. Thank you for dreaming this project up. Thank you for pulling Seiji in on term 2 and thinking of this book, which was just, it's been such a beautiful and necessary addition to the canon that we're creating. And we're honored to have Seiji and grateful to have him. And that book has just been so good for all of us. And a welcome kind of break from all the hardcore philosophy that we're slamming our heads on all the rest of the time. So just thank you so much. Thank you for your great kindness, and please keep teaching.
Thank you
Thanks,
for your
Keith.
great kindness. Thank you, everyone who's here on the call. Thank you for your great kindness. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Have a nice sleep. Hey, Nick, did you bring a bed to the new place yet?
Oh man, I forgot. So I knew I forgot something.
You got to go back and get the bed.
Actually, I'm gonna go put together the crib.
All right.
Good night, everybody. See you.
Good night.
Get some sleep, Nick.
Yeah. See you in the morning.
Good night.
Night. Night, Emily.